Howdy folks, I'm Joyful Juvenile, Dusky Wing, jubilantly jumping over Jolly Juniper.
I'm Amber.
And here is more Jolly Juniper for us to jump over, although since we're butterflies, I don't know why we would even need to jump. Wouldn't we just fly?
I mean, it's hard to think of J words. And we're back to real butterflies. Yesterday's was not a real butterfly. I forgot to mention that.
Yes, it was fake, just like everything else about yesterday. It didn't even happen. Let's get started. Alright folks, and our first letter is titled, Am I a jerk for refusing to drive my brother to his own wedding after he told his fiancée that I'm too unstable to be a bridesmaid? So, I'm a 22-year-old female, and I've been the ride or die for my brother Liam, a 28-year-old male, and his whole rushed engagement to Charlotte, a 26-year-old female. I helped pick out the ring. I listened to him freak out over every little dumb detail. I even sat through Charlotte's meltdown over napkin colors, like I have been in it. I was supposed to be a bridesmaid, had the dress, had the shoes, was in the group chat with all the Pinterest links and the bride vibe spam. Then, out of nowhere last week, Charlotte calls me crying and says that I'm out of the wedding party. And I'm like, what? Why? And she gets all awkward and then drops the bomb. Liam said that you've got too much mental health stuff going on, and he's worried that you'll cause drama. For some context, yeah, I had a rough year, a breakup, therapy, got diagnosed with anxiety and depression, but I've been doing the work. I've never flipped out at family stuff, and I've never made anything about me. I've been so chill. So I just stayed quiet. I didn't want to start something. Then yesterday, Liam hits me up all casual, like, hey, the best man's sick. Can you drive me to the venue? I texted back, nah, I'm too unstable to drive. Wouldn't want to cause a scene. Now everyone is calling me petty. Mom says that I'm being immature and I should be the bigger person for his big day. The whole family group chat is basically guilt tripping me. But like, why is it always me who is supposed to eat the disrespect and show up with a smile? So, am I the jerk? Alright folks, what do you think?
No, absolutely not the jerk. One of them can take him if it matters so much to them. But why would you do something for him when he lied and misrepresented your situation to boot you out of his wedding?
Well, also, it sounds like like the wedding is literally like any day or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, right? Like maybe it's supposed to just happen very soon. And so OP did all this work leading up to the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and then at the last minute gets booted out because
Yeah.
they're quote unquote unstable.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he took advantage of OP's kindness, wanted all her free labor, but then didn't really want her in the wedding for one reason or another.
Well, it doesn't even sound like the fiance was unhappy with her, right? She was actually upset about having to like boot OP out of the wedding, and then he had the audacity to make his fiance do the dirty work of booting OP out. He didn't even have the guts to say it himself.
Well, I mean, but I feel like the fiance could have put her foot down. It sounds like she's at least complicit.
Yeah, I mean, she might be complicit, but like she seemed pretty distraught.
Well, she could be distraught for other reasons. We don't know why she was distraught.
I mean, maybe. I'm just reading into it that she was upset that she was had to let OP go. And yeah, maybe that's not the case. Maybe I'm reading too much into the situation. But the fact is that I'm putting most of the blame here on the brother, and he's lucky that OP didn't give him a ride out to the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's it. Like, I mean, just the audacity of him being like, oh, yeah, she's unstable, and then being like, oh, yeah, can you give me a ride? Like, if you really thought she was, a danger to your wedding, you wouldn't be asking her for a ride.
Well, and what's being a bridesmaid or not being a bridesmaid going to do here, right? Like, if she shows up to the wedding anyways, then it could cause a scene anyhow, right? Like if she were unstable. And this is just going to cause that much more drama.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they were thinking here because it just seems like the worst possible way to do something. Or. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Long Oil 5681 says, not the jerk, and here's a response. Add or subtract whatever you would like. Why are none of you standing up for me? He lied. He called me unstable after everything that I've done and money that I spent to be part of the wedding. With one lie, he kicked me out for no reason. I owe him nothing as he's shown that I'm nothing to him. You all know the year that I've had, the work that I've done, and how much I love my brother. This isn't about me being the bigger person. This is about me treating him the way he treated me. And OP replies, this hits hard. Might tweak it a little bit, but you definitely said what I've been thinking. Like, why is nobody calling out the fact that he straight up lied on my name and kicked me out after everything that I've done for him? I was the ride or die for that wedding, and he tossed me out like I was nothing. This ain't me being petty, it's me finally matching the energy. If that makes people uncomfortable, maybe they should ask why they were cool with me getting disrespected in the first place. And Ugly Mate says, not the jerk, it absolutely grips me when the one who is wronged is asked to be the better person. Petty side of me would agree to drive your brother, then on the morning say that you're having a mental episode and that you are not in a fit state to drive. Your brother shouldn't be surprised, considering he's expecting this from you, hence dropping you from being a bridesmaid. And OP replies, oh my goodness, why does that sound so tempting? Like, sorry Liam, just fulfilling the prophecy that you manifested. Honestly, the way people expect me to be the bigger person while they stay small is wild. Alright folks, and our next letter is titled, How can I, a 29-year-old male, save the relationship between my best friend, a 26-year-old male, and his girlfriend, a 27-year-old female? This might seem odd, but I'm partially responsible for the relationship ending. I'm somewhat close with his girlfriend, Jennifer, and so I called her out of the blue saying that I had a question for her, which was actually about her helping me with a job she referred me to at her company, and helped me prepare for the interview. I guess morbid curiosity got the best of me, and I told her my friend Angelo was cheating on her, when he's not. I planned on just letting her know right away that I was joking, but she handled it in the worst way that I imagined. There was a pause, and then she just started crying, super heavy out of nowhere. I just froze, and she was talking while crying, saying she wants to ask for more details, but know that it would hurt her more. So then she thanked me, and that she knows how hard it is to tell on their friend. She hung up and even broke up with my friend before I could explain. But she didn't tell him that I told her, and now Angelo is super depressed from the breakup. I went to visit him yesterday evening, and his normally tidy place was a mess, and he cried to me saying that he loved her, how he would never cheat on her, and it's unfair that she just accused him of that and broke up with him without telling him where she got the information. And he thought that they had a stronger foundation than that. So at this point, I'm feeling super guilty. And I tell my fiance, Serena, everything, which was last night. I told her that I'm just going to make a group chat and confess to my unintentional mess up. Serena strongly advised that I don't do that because she said that it would make him stop being my friend, and she knows how good of a friend he's been to me. While she said that I was an idiot for that Jennifer shouldn't have assumed and at least talked to him first. She said just brainstorm ways where I don't look like a jerk. And if I can't, then it is what it is. If the universe wants them back together, they will get back together. Still, I want to know if there's a way that I can fix this without compromising myself, or do I just have to let this go? I know, like my fiance said, that I shouldn't just go and say it directly because then my friendship with Angelo ends. Right now, she's strongly suggesting that I leave it alone, unless I think of a way that gets them back together without implicating myself. I do agree, but any ideas to fix this without implicating myself would be great. Alright folks, what do you think?
I'm not going to give OP ideas without implicating themselves. OP, you did something really not cool, and it's time that you make amends. The only way to do this is to come clean to both of them. I think the group chat idea is fine, although it might be a little heavy, so you could sit down with Angelo in person first and talk it out. It may ruin your relationship with him. It may not, but the important thing is that you will have done the right thing and let him know that your prank went awry and this is your fault.
All right, OP, here's what you do. Down low, secret time, cameras close. What you say is you talk to Serena, or is it Serena the girlfriend?
I can't remember.
Jennifer's the person. So OP, what you do is you call up Jennifer, you tell her that your phone was stolen, someone cloned your voice, and then made a prank call to her. And then you say, I'm really sorry about all the confusion that happened here because it totally wasn't me who told you to break up with him. I don't know what's wrong with this person. Poor impulse control. I think that OP needs to call up Jennifer, tell her what happened, that they just had this weird, morbid curiosity in their head and had poor impulse control and ended up telling them something that was completely untrue. And that OP plans on going to therapy and working on themselves because this impulsive lying is not a healthy coping mechanism and it's not something that they should be doing to people in their lives. And as for your girlfriend Serena, you two deserve each other? Wow, this is
Right.
like the best case scenario of you two deserve each other, right?
Yeah, well, the despicableness of this, like, oh, the universe will bring them back together. The universe isn't what pulled them apart.
No.
OP is.
Yeah.
And, like, you need to own up for your actions. You
Hmm.
can't just, like, do this vague, oh, well, if it's really meant to be the universe. No. You have agency, you have control, use it.
Yeah. Well, that's what really bothers me about this situation is that OP, all they have to do is they just have to call Jennifer and tell her what happened. They just have to say, no, he didn't really cheat. I'm a pretty bad person and I just lied to you for no reason whatsoever. And yeah, and then they also should probably tell their friend Angelo as well,
Mm-hmm.
because that's really what's important here. And like, I understand that Serena's like, oh, well, she should have talked to him first. Like, he's going to tell the truth, right? Like, that's the trouble is, like, Angelo's in a no-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
If, Jennifer talks to him, she doesn't have any reason to believe him because why would OP lie about their best friend like
Well,
this?
exactly.
So any evidence, like, he would have to have like some way of disproving what OP has said, and the evidence that OP has provided is just his word of mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really feel like OP has set themselves up for failure here. I mean, they might lose Angelo as a friend, but I think that that's something that they need to be willing to do. Like in this particular case, the right thing to do is to tell them and to let them make their own decision about how to go forward in this situation.
Yeah, well, sometimes doing the right thing isn't the fun thing, and sometimes doing the right thing hurts,
Yeah.
but it's better off in the long term. And like, if Angelo were to find out about this down the line, because there's a bunch of people now, like Serena knows the truth too. If anyone else finds out, this is the kind of thing that could come spilling out someday, and then, Angelo's going to be even more betrayed.
Yeah. I mean, I think that this is just a matter of time before Angelo finds out, period, that OP has done this.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's going to be distraught. He's going to try to figure out what's happened. And it's just going to be a matter of time. So, I mean, OP's not doing themselves any favor by delaying this. Like, it's only going to make things worse from here. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. But folks, let's see what the Wheel of Judgment has to say. Wheel of Judgment, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the judgment that OP's earned. Plot twist, you're the villain. There was no plot twist, but the wheels got it. Yes, OP was the villain all along.
Yep.
Alright folks, and our next letter is titled, Today I Messed Up by Making My Girlfriend Think That I Was Cheating on Her When I Was Actually Planning a Surprise. Alright, this actually happened over the weekend, and I'm still a bit shaken and relieved writing this. So my girlfriend, a 25-year-old female, and I, a 26-year-old male, have been together for 3 years and want to do something really special for her birthday coming up. And I decided to plan a surprise party and propose to her at the party in front of our friends and family. Ambitious, I know. The past few weeks, I've been sneaking around organizing everything. I bought a ring, I conspired with her best friend, and I even had secret calls with her parents to get their blessing. I was so excited and sure that it would be an epic surprise. Well, the mess up began with all the secretive behavior that this required. I'm usually an open book, but suddenly I'm hiding my phone, I'm texting people behind her back, and making up lame excuses to duck out of the house. I need to go run an errand, bye. I thought that I was being slick to avoid spoiling the surprise. But in reality, I was just acting sketchy. Her best friend, who was helping me plan, messaged me something like, I can't wait to see you to go over the final details, while my girlfriend was borrowing my phone to play a song. And I snatched the phone back so fast and pretended that it was a work message. Mistake. At that point, I officially raised every suspicious red flag possible. I could feel her side-eyeing me for the rest of the night. Over the next few days, I noticed my girlfriend getting quiet and anxious. I tried to play it cool, but I was often rushing off to take calls from the party venue or whispering to her friend about the party preparation. She started asking me strange questions like, everything okay between us? And I just nervously laughed it off, which only made me look guiltier. I was this close to the finish line, so I figured that it would be fine once I pulled off the surprise, if I could avoid looking like a cheating jerk for 2 more days. Well, last Friday, it all came crashing down. I came home and I found my girlfriend in tears, holding my iPad. Pro tip, if you have Apple devices, they all get your iMessenger. She had seen some of my message exchanges with her best friend about the plan, keeping it secret. Out of context, the line from me says, I can't wait to finally do this. It's so hard to keep lying to girlfriend. I meant lying to her about why I was busy, but oh my goodness, out of context, it looked bad. She confronted me sobbing, thinking that I was having an affair with her best friend or something. She was shaking, and my heart was absolutely dropping into my stomach. And I started panicking, trying to explain. It's not what you think. It took a solid minute to get her to stop yelling and listen. I was literally on my knees. Not exactly how I planned this, trying to calm her down and tell her the truth. I said, I swear I was lying because I'm planning a surprise for you. Please just open that closet. She was confused and still sniffle crying and opened the closet where I had hidden the birthday gift bag with the ring box inside. She turned back to me and I just blurted out everything. The party, the proposal, and how her friends and parents were in on it, and that I'm an idiot. She went from angry crying to shocked crying, and then finally started happy crying once it clicked. I ended up officially proposing to her right then and there on our living room floor because why not at that point? Not the grand romantic tableau that I had envisioned, but the ring made it onto her finger. She said yes, through a lot of tears, and half laughed at how absurd the whole situation was. We just sat on the floor hugging each other, both kind of trembling, her from the emotional roller coaster that I put her on, and me from narrowly avoiding complete disaster. Later on, when things calmed down, she did kind of scold me, saying, You dummy, I really thought that you were cheating. You scared me. Fair, I feel like a total jerk for putting her through that. We had a laugh when she realized that her best friend's texts were about the cake decorations and not secret hookups. In the end, we decided to go through with the birthday party that night and act like the proposal was a surprise in front of our friends. It was awkwardly hilarious because everyone thought that she was genuinely surprised when I got down on one knee. They had no idea that she had found out beforehand. We haven't told that part of the story to our families yet. That little fiasco was just between us and, well, not now the internet. All right, folks, what do you think?
I'm glad that everything worked out for the best for them, but it does seem like OP could probably work on their secret planning skills.
Plot twist, they are cheating, and that this was just the cover story.
Let's hope not.
I mean, I think that it's really nice that OP planned this big surprise. I'm a little surprised that he would plan to propose to her on her birthday. That's usually pretty taboo, but I mean, maybe it works for some people.
Right. I mean, I guess it depends really on her personal feelings and preferences. You don't want to risk overshadowing the one event and making it into something else. Like, it can come across as conceited if you're like, oh, well, I know this is supposed to be about you, but let's make this about us.
So, again, like, as long as she's fine with it, that's okay. But, you know, I would generally try to stay away from, like, proposing on birthdays. So I'm glad that the actual proposal wasn't on her birthday. Just a surprise proposal. So, anyhow, it's a nice story, and I'm glad that they worked things out, and I hope that OP really isn't cheating. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care, and good luck.
I mean, if OP was that bad, that it was cheating and hiding it that badly, I would be surprised if they could come up with a cover story.
Well, I mean, the cover story was that the whole time. Like, they had planned out that, oh, we're going to pretend like we're planning a party, but we're really having an affair.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she has a joke.
What might a sorceress call her DIY projects?
A sorceress might call her DIY projects frogs because she turned so many of her fixer-upper men into frogs.
Which crafts? And today is National DIY Day.
So go find yourself a man, and if he doesn't work out, turn him into a frog.
I don't recommend that.
And I have Earl Grey. I do. Highly recommend it. Great advice from Brian.
I mean, I'm not too concerned about this one given that magic isn't real, so.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy wonderful Wednesday, Hump Day, Friday, Junior's Eve. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance, and please have it a haiku for Haiku Wednesday.
Bite the hand that feeds and reap the consequences. It's all you're doing.
I like that moral. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.